Hey, what's up everybody, this is Muth24, and today I'm doing an unboxing video for the Victory Gundam Verka. I'm going to do this separate from the core booster, so that'll be in another video shortly here. But taking a look at the front of the box, you've got very traditional Verka artwork on the front with just the mobile suit, the white background, the text there, specifications about the mobile suit behind his V-fin there, and then you also have the transformed modes in sort of like a silhouette there in the background, or like a faded image there. Taking a look at the side, we have the transformations there with the legs, and then the upper torso and the weapons attached, and all different configurations there with the standard head and the hexa head, and then the transformation into mobile suit with the little core fighter there down by his feet. Taking a look at the other side, you have the beam shield or energy shield. I forget which one's which. Like, C Destiny has one, and then the UC stuff has the other. I don't remember which one's called which. But anyways, there's a back shot showing off all the decals, the details on it, and the thrusters there on the back. And then again on the top, in traditional Gundam fashion, you have the head of the Gundam there. And then on the back of the box, you have same sort of thing they did with all the 30th anniversary kits. This wasn't actually a 30th anniversary release here, because it just happened to come out at that time, but you've got a list of all these special releases that came with clear parts and stuff. And this one does come with clear parts just because it was coming out around that time. So I will not be using those on this kit, but they're in here if that's something that you like to use on your kits and you're interested in picking this kit up. So anyways, first bag here with runners in it. We have these interesting looking beam effect parts, and they have these on the high grade Victory 2 Gundam that I have, or sorry, the 1/144 scale non-grade that I have. And it's sort of like this, I think, slashing effect part. It sort of looks like a fan. It's kind of weird looking, but very different. Then we have two beam sabers there. One version of the V-fin, which is sort of that rubbery plastic. They use that on the God Gundam. I think maybe the Shining Gundam had it. And I believe the Zeta Gundam 2.0 that I have comes with that. So it's kind of an optional thing they do with some of the Master Grades, you know, if you're concerned about it breaking or something like that. Then we have a tree of gray parts. Looks like some of the inner skirt pieces there, the hands, maybe part of the torso. I'm not entirely sure there. But a lot of inner pieces, it looks like. Next set of runners, we have more inner frame stuff. We've got like the inside of the legs there. Looks like maybe the ankles and maybe the shoulders there. The little gray cap pieces. Some more joints and hinges here and there. Looks like maybe the knee pieces there. Same sort of thing on the other side, so I assume this will be both legs and maybe parts of the arms. Then we have some white parts. There's the outside of the arms there. We have some, I think that's leg armor, ankle guards it looks like, maybe the tops of the bottoms of the thrusters there, and again the same thing on the other side, maybe even the wrist guards here. Looks like that's what those might be. It looks like there's going to be a lot of duplicate trees, at least so far, which makes sense because it's a very symmetrical mobile suit. Here we have parts of the legs. We have the front of the legs there. Maybe those are the arms, actually. These are the front of the legs, at least. There's more parts of the arms. And there we have the skirt armor, back skirt, front skirts. Then we have some of the dry transfer decals and the traditional clear stickers. I'll be using some of these. I'm not quite sure how many. I like to use the decals more on the UC kits and the alternate universe kits, personally. But we'll see how many I end up using, because sometimes I kind of like spam them all over the thing like I did with the Zeta Gundam, and sometimes I just use like the bare minimum like I did with the Hyakushiki. Looks like we also have some of these harder material polycap pieces there, so that'll be interesting to see how those work. I do like how with most of the Master Grades nowadays, though, they're not using as many polycaps, which is nice, because then the joints don't wear through very fast. Okay, so we have some of the blue here for more of the skirt details, the torso, sides of the chest there. And then on the other side we have, looks like just the stand connectors and then the rifle pieces, which are in like a very dark gray, charcoalish color. And finally, the last set of runners, we have the energy shield / beam shield. There we have a little clear stand, which I believe is for the core fighter. Red feet. There's the other version of the V-fin. Yellow vents there. Red's for, I believe, the top of the feet. And then we have some black here, more along that, just a little bit here and there. And finally, my box came with a little slip here showing off the DVDs of different Gundam series. Obviously got the original there on the front, Double Zeta, Stardust Memory, Endless Waltz, 8th MS Team. Good little variety there. I got this little slip just for, I believe it's for replacement parts. Don't need that. And then finally we have the instruction manual. So we got a nice shot there of the Victory Gundam kind of flying there on the front. Flipping it open. Actually, there's a little fold-out bit here. We got some artwork of the Victory Gundam there, front and back. Then we have front shots, back shots, hexa head. The different features like the beam saber in the arm there. The cockpit coming through the chest when it's in mobile suit mode, which is always really cool to see in the show. We have a bit of the transformation mode. There you go, weapons. That weird beam effect part that I was talking about before, pilot figure of Uso. More information on the mobile suit. A list of all of the parts and runners. Probably just easier if I do this top down, isn't it? So, list of all the parts and runners. And then we're going to start building with the core fighter. So then I'm going to build everything around that, I would assume. And it shows you that you can build both the V Gundam type and the Hexa type. I'll probably build the V Gundam, but if I have a separate head there, I might build the Hexa head. If not, I'll just use the one from the core booster. But then we're going to build the arms. We're going to build the top rim, as it's called here, basically the torso. Minus the core fighter, obviously. Waist unit. Build the legs. Going to build the bottom rim, which is the lower torso. The rifle. And then showing how to transform it and accommodate for the core fighter and the transformation modes and everything. Here, how to attach the weapons in the different modes. Deployment mode. How to attach it to the action bases. And then you have a list, of course, of all the stickers and decals here, as well as a complete diagram in the instruction manual of the sticker sheets, which is kind of interesting. Color chart there for the colors if you were going to paint it, front and back, side shots, and then on the very back, instead of a back shot of the Gundam like you have on a lot of the other kits, you just have the Victory Gundam name and the staff behind the kit itself. So I'm really looking forward to making this kit. I'm a pretty big fan of Victory Gundam, at least what I've seen so far. I haven't finished the series yet, but I'm really enjoying what I've seen up to this point. It's a really fun old series, and I tend to like the old 90s series sometimes more than the newer stuff. Maybe that's just because I grew up in the 90s or whatever, and it's just kind of nostalgic for me. But anyways, that's pretty much it for this video, and you can expect the review sometime in the fall, probably with the other kits being built between now and then. But that wraps up this video, and with that I will see you guys next time.